Good morning, everybody. We are back with our Iron Fortress. We are back up to full strength. Right now we are focused on finishing up producing our weapons for everyone so they can go into battle with the best equipment we can come up with. And Hotlongs has worked on getting the training camp started. We're going to have everyone that can hauling copper back and forth, straddled with very heavy backpacks, and carrying one of the corpses of our enemies just to give them some extra weight to carry. Right now we've got most of them already set up. We've just got to get the last few of them going. Once their strength gets up to somewhere in the 60s probably, we'll swap them out and get the others trained up. But the real secret here is just to have two people with a backpack full of iron. You only need to get encumbered up to 75%, so we'll keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't drop below that. But they'll mine the 5 copper, walk, put it away. If they need to get food, they'll stop and get food. Carrying a person or a body while they do this gives them even more XP, so we should see their strength scores start to really skyrocket. It does look like every single time we do this, we're ending up with some of our people. Crumble John, what happened? Go put him in bed. Even with this heavy armor, it looks like he still took a nasty shot to the stomach. Okay, distractions aside, now we've got everyone either personally hauling copper to train. In fact, we'll just have her follow Spade as well. Or they're just following and staying close to someone who is. That way we can use just this one, excuse me, this one copper node to keep going. Yep, you're the first one here. We are getting started with our Goku training camp, as we always call it. Everyone's loaded down with heavy weights, carrying a body or a person. Except Double. Double's just doing whatever he wants, I guess. Let's see if we can get you somebody to carry. But that'll have them walking back and forth. We should see their strength score go up really quickly. Looks like Mew is the lowest at 14, I want to say. So we'll keep an eye on her especially. I'd like to see Spade only pick one of those up, and maybe I'll just monitor her food better. She's still close enough to pick up iron. Yeah. Oh, but she'll probably still just put that away. We'll see. So that'll let her at least grab food after ditching the copper. And if she gets hung up, I'll just grab her and drop whatever copper she's carrying. Even Hotlongs and Soto don't have the kind of strength we're wanting them to have. So we're going to see them hit the training camp eventually as well. Let's see how we're doing on our sword production. We need, oh no, there we go. We have a sword for everybody. We can take a step back from producing steel. And I guess since we don't have room up there for turret guards, we'll put her here. Move Shrike to the turret guards. I think we already moved Spade as well. Oh, Spade's in training. Okay. As we get more backpacks, we'll probably push more of them into training. Spade, did you ditch the iron? You did not. So she'll mine up to where she can only pick up one copper, grab it, and go now at least. Now that we've got swords for everybody, we can have them go. We'll turn off jobs for a second, get everyone equipped. Okay, a lot of them still have their old weapons too. Yeah, we just have way better. It's not worth the trip to go make 2,000 cats. We'll hold the edge 2s for our leaders, just because they're more experienced in combat. They'll be able to put them to better use anyway. those. What's going on here? For some reason, some of them are not trying to put it in their actual weapon slot. Alright, we'll get you guys back to work. Inu. We don't need steel anymore. Are we overproduced on it already? Yeah, we're full. Okay. We can have you operate a turret. We've got enough iron plates for any random stuff that comes up. So we will move Crumble John as well. Eventually, most people's jobs will be to just guard the turrets. Well, man the turrets to guard the base. Logan. We'll keep them working the ore drills so that we can have enough for our training backpacks. That'll allow us to basically get everyone trained up a little bit faster. We can add some more people to the training group at a time, because we don't need all of the turrets manned. We really don't. We're going to take everybody's turret jobs off for a second. That way they go eat. And then we'll go ahead and arm them up too. Soto, going to give you the edge 2. We're going to need to have everybody ditch their old weapon here too. Need to remember that. We don't want to leave the turrets unmanned for very long, but we do want to get everyone armed up. Ooh. Shrike already had an edge 1. Inu snagged an edge 2 anyway. And Crumble John's already got one. That's fine though. We're not necessarily worried about holding the edge 2s for anybody other than the first 2. Eventually, we'd love to get everybody their hands on an edge 3 if we can. But it's not the end of the world. Strike's good, Enu's good, Crumble John's good. We'll get you guys back on jobs, and we'll get them some ammunition soon. I just wanted them to eat and then get back to their turret jobs. What the heck just happened? Why did Max get shot? Some of y'all need to learn to shoot better. What the hell? We'll move Bombingham. Man. And see, this is the other thing that makes me wonder how many of those deaths we had were that 15% of uncovered stomach, you know? Do we need to get back to crafting and replace this with crab armor? Is that where we're at? We got 50%. I mean, we've still got I wonder if there's spots that are just basically considered completely uncovered. You know, you can see it. You can see where the stomach's not covered. I wonder if that's why when they get hit in the stomach, they get absolutely blasted. Alright, we'll incinerate the old weapons. Spade. Come on now. Somebody's got to click on it, it looks like. Did Soto get edge 2? I guess we had a few extra edge 2s. Interesting. Let them get back to their jobs. See, we're already seeing Mew's strength just skyrocket. I think she was down at 14 and it's up at 26 already. The early strength gains, much like real life, the newbie strength gains are real. We're going to see them get a lot stronger really fast. Now the only thing we need are more backpacks so that we can expand the training team. We're also going to get backpacks on everyone working an actual job. This is going to let us make sure they actually have space in their inventory to grab food when they need to, even if their backpacks are full. Okay, you've already got one. Swap it out for a large one since you're working. Okay, everybody back to it. Cooking stove, vegetables, ore drill. Excellent. So we're not really going to have anyone that has to stay on the job other than the turret guards and the people making food. So we're looking at being able to train up a large group of people relatively quickly. Excellent. More backpacks. We're not even going to buy splint kits. We want to have plenty of room for more backpacks. Make sure we can buy as many as possible. We are running pretty low on money to make purchases, but for the most part, we're self-sufficient. We'll want to have some money to pay for beds and buy food while we're out and about. So we might make a run just to sell off some of the different things we have. We have a ton of hash we made up before when we were really trying to pile up money to purchase things. But now that our equipment is made at home, we don't need to do that nearly as much. Let Hotlongs beat the crap out of that bone dog that attacked us. Soto, you still didn't go eat? I took everyone off their jobs specifically so they would go eat. What are y'all doing? They are all struggling to eat. I told y'all the turret guards would starve themselves if I let them. I wasn't just saying that to say it. I need to put more food over here. We'll load them up for food with food for now. It's because they're staying in combat. You see all of them lit up red. It's because they're not getting out of the fight, and that forces them to not eat. Took me up till now to realize that's what it was, but it never really mattered why. It just mattered that they would stop and not eat, and that I had to fix that. We'll have Hotlongs wait till the shop opens up here in AdMag. What kind of cooking stove goodness can we get going here? So we have more green fruit than we do food. We need one more cook. Does anybody over here have experience in cooking? Crumble John has a tiny bit. Scratch has a tiny bit. Infinite Wing Wang. We're gonna need somebody to come cook. Who's got a bonus to cooking? Birmingham, you, sir, get to come be a cook. Crumble John, you like to get shot. You get to come be a cook. And we'll just move you two back. We still have 14 different people guarding the base. That should be good. But I want to overproduce food and see if maybe putting some food down here will get them to eat. I want to know what they're aiming at. Like what are they seeing as a threat? Where are you aiming? You're aiming this way. Is it something in the base? Something below the base? What's going on here? These guys. Okay. But you can't hit them. Max. Come on down here. In fact, we'll just have you man this turret. Because that took everybody out of combat. That made a difference. You may want to redo this wall. It's just looking so scuffed. But I guess Skinner can take care of anything on this side. Maybe this will be good enough to keep them from staying in combat the whole time. Because that's really the biggest concern, is I just want them to get out of combat. I want them to always be able to hit anything they aggro to. Because that'll let them just eat food naturally. We don't have to sit there and babysit them. Head back to Squin and then back home. I just don't want to do that anymore. See how training's coming along. Spade strength's up to 40, moves 43. Stubbs Mamuso up to 34, Mew up to 33. Really getting stronger fast. Love to see it. So they're up to where Hotlongs is in strength from several campaigns, treks across the desert. You know, loaded up with armor, loaded up with ammo, and they're still getting stronger than she is. More backpacks, love it. That should be enough for our training camp. I don't think we're gonna want to put any more people in it. What are you shooting at? What do we got? What is it? Where are you aimed, Gecko? Is it someone in the base? What happened? Yeah, they're aiming behind them. What in the world is this guy doing? Hotlongs, why don't you come take care of that? You're almost home. Just chop him up. There we go. Looks like no matter what I do, unless I put people scattered around the outside of the base, we're gonna have some times where I'll have to send someone to pop shots at people, but that's okay. Since we're filling up the iron over here, Can I put a general storage chest or boxes out here, or does it have to be in the building? It's got to be in the building. Okay. Never you mind. We'll go put it away in here. Hotlongs is not one to slack off while everyone else is training. She's ready to get stronger too. We'll get her leading the training group. And we'll just have her follow Spade as well. Anybody sitting over here on these back turrets is probably not necessary. So we'll move Inu, Skinner, and Shrike over to the training team. Turn off their jobs. Come over here. We'll grab them each a backpack. Yeah, that's all the backpacks we've got. That took everybody off the back turrets. Those are really just for if we're expecting a large force that could actually break through. So they're definitely a little bit extra, not necessary all the time. Let's get you guys carrying bodies before we try and load you up ridiculously. You pick up a paladin. You pick up the Inquisitor. Shrike, there should be somebody you can pick up somewhere. No, that's kind of a bummer. Can she pick up these guys? Okay, she unlocked it. Nah. Okay, so that's not a thing. There's a... No, that's Tech Hunters. We just need a bad guy to pick up. That's so much to ask. Shrike will have to get hers later. I'm sure Kenshi shall provide. Now we've got a ton of people training. Shrike will need to try and find somebody to pick up eventually. But oh, Shrike could pick up one of the animals. Well, no, I'd have to attack him. We're not going to do that. We could be using them as giant meat backpacks, but we're not going to do that. Let's see what the faction tab. Shek Kingdom will be back for tribute, but that's a ways off. The only downside is Shrike's getting a lot less XP than the rest of them until she has somebody to carry. Are you guys staying fed at least? Yeah, good. Not really a fan of this watchtower. It's okay, but didn't really serve the purpose I was going to use it for. I was going to kind of have a spot we could shoot from. I guess it did get the paladins to actually attack when we used that Eagle's Cross. That's something. Spade, what's going on with you? Why are you... Okay, we need something to fill up your inventory, and then I'll keep an eye on you. What's something she could... We could put more backpacks in her inventory. Max, go help her out. She needs some stuff to carry around. Yeah, that'll work great. And then Max. I'll have you pick up this stuff. We're not even on the same planet as filling up these copper storages, so we got nothing to worry about. They'll keep on training for a long time. And really the only big concern with letting them get hungry is that if we get attacked, we really don't want our turret guards and our defenders getting so hungry they can't properly defend the fortress. Birmingham, what's wrong with you? Oh, everything's wrong with you. Okay. Q, PQ, no? What are you doing? Is it this meat? Are you bugged trying to put the food away? Why aren't you operating the cooking stove? It needs water, so go get water. Like, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, you need a backpack, and so does Crumble John. Okay, that's what's wrong. We're gonna have Soto come talk to you since she's nearby. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. If they don't have backpacks, especially if they do have their splint kits and med kits in their inventory, it can really stop them from doing their jobs properly. Now we shouldn't have this problem. Crumble John, yeah, get to it. So Spade should pick up one piece of copper and then get back to hoofing it, which will speed it up. And we'll just have to keep an eye on her and make sure she's not trying to grab food while she's got copper in her inventory. Have the Shek finished taking food? We're going to go ahead and close the gate. They'll try and bust it down if they need to. We'll keep going until we've got this iron filled up. And once those two are idle, we'll add them to the training camp. Well, we don't even have backpacks for that. I would have to get Hotlongs back to hunting backpacks. Maybe we'll have them as a couple of turret guards. It looks like we've got a couple slots open. Oh, we've still got a few slots open that we could fill. Yeah, see, now that he's out of combat, he's actually going to grab food, which is good. Let's take a look at these. Ditch any food that doesn't fit with our vegetables. And that should help them put stuff away as well. And then we are going to want to clean up the base a little bit, but it's not a big hurry. We'll just leave that on max, that's fine. Let's come and get our turret guards equipped, actually. Ooh, our turret guards don't have backpacks, so they're going to struggle here and there. Interesting. We'll get everybody geared up before we leave. I don't want to take people off of their jobs for now. It does look like we're done getting Wrath of Gods, though. They got tired of getting their ass kicked. What do we want to set the training threshold to? Where do we want to stop people? Maybe 60? What does it take to wield an edge to Falling Sun? .60 strength. So we'd probably want to go above that if that's our goal. If we want to have some people using those, we're going to want to go above 60 strength. So maybe 70. 70 takes a while, though. I don't know if we want to go that far. We haven't had anyone attack the base in so long. There's still just tech hunters wandering around the base, at least pretending to protect it. I'm half tempted to have Soto go find someone for Shrike to carry around. That actually doesn't seem like a bad idea. So how many people are in training? 11. So we would need 8 more cages. And we'll take Hotlongs off of engineering because that would not do any good. Does look like Spade's grabbing food successfully, which is good. And everyone's just following her with their heavy backpacks. We are going to have Soto go grab one more bandit, somebody for Shrike to carry. We don't want her falling behind in her training. It may seem morbid, but it's the only way to have enough people to carry is to defeat some enemies and carry them around. Let's turn off your jobs. See how this Eagle's Cross feels. This is a masterwork Eagle's Cross on top of all that. Oh yeah, that's incredible. Love it. Can you hit him again? Yeah, perfect. Pick him up, head back to town. Easy does it. I think what I'll do when I save as well, I think we'll just pull everyone back from the turrets. That way they don't phase through the walls when reloading. Because I think what happens is the players load in first and then the structures. So anyone up on the walls is just getting like displaced. Where are my training guys? Okay, come over here, Soto. Have you drop that guy, and Shrike can pick him up. Bam, now everybody has a nice training partner, we'll say. Skinner, what are you aiming at? I don't see anything, buddy. There's nothing there, dude. What are you doing? Guess we'll have everybody eat. And the reason for the prisoner cages is just so I can transfer those training buddies. Are we out of iron plates? Soda? Hello? No way. No, we're not. She's just trying to turret guard because there's stuff to shoot. Or having weird pathing issues. Please build these. Ah, jeez. Why are you having trouble building these prisoner cages? Now you're just being a pain in the ass. But a backpack of backpacks, of course it is. Hi. Come on, Soto. If I put you over here, will you do your job? Sure won't. What is your problem? Max didn't want to build these either. It looks like we've got everybody up to doing what they're supposed to be doing. We got our training team going. Nobody's coming unencumbered, so they should be set. They're all carrying something. We're seeing their strength hit the 50s already, which is great. If we could take them up to 70, I think I'd be happy with that. That's where we're going to be able to have some mixed unit tactics and have some people using the falling sun, which will give us, you know, some people charging out front, some people shooting from behind. It should be a good way to do things. It is really good seeing their strength come up like this. I wonder, do they get buffs? So yeah, the Shek are gonna have buffs to strength and to toughness, which is gonna make them stronger faster. But we're still gonna see everybody's strength come up really quickly. This is the kind of training routine that is gonna keep things moving. We really just want them all to be strong enough to go into battle fully armed and armored, be able to carry food, supplies, ammo, and pick each other up and carry each other from the battlefield without being encumbered if possible. And the stronger they get, the more possible that becomes. Yep, and we've got it really efficiently working with having Spade lead the way like this. Picking up one piece of copper and then immediately going makes this go. They spend more time walking, and that's the idea. So the only catch is I got to keep an eye on Spade, make sure she doesn't get locked out trying to grab food with copper in her pocket. That's the only downside. So I have to make sure she never says aimless. But everybody in the fortress has good weapons. They're all going to have medkits and armor. The only thing we've got to do is make sure that everyone gets a backpack of some kind. I don't think we have enough for that just yet, but that's going to take a long time. It's going to be a while before we can quite get there. Right now we're kind of just in this holding pattern where we want to get people trained up. I think once our first training group is trained up, that'll give us 11 people, right? 11 people to take out on patrol, and then it looks like we've got 11 turret guards. We'll be able to basically swap them out. We'll take the training team out, let them fight some bandits, get some combat experience, and then we'll bring them back and take our turret guards out. We'll have Hotlongs stay in charge of the training team, or team 2 as it were. And then once we've done that, then we're looking at taking, the people who are working the food jobs and things like that, and having them go out with us as well once they're done training. We'll basically have to take a break in food production because there's not really much point in letting them do a bad job of farming up food for us. But just like before, where the entire fortress was wiped out and we had to start all over from 2 people, having this much food laying around, we'll be able to basically recover that time lost not producing food pretty easily. So who's our lowest now? 50, 52, 48, 47 on double, 34 on Inu. 32 on Shrike, because she was the one that didn't have someone to carry for the longest. And I think she even has a penalty to it, yep. So we're going to see her take a while to get there. I wonder if we want to say, you know what, our frontliners are going to be Shek just because they'll have the strength without having to wait too long for a training montage. We're kind of stuck in this loop of training where we don't want to go out and do a whole lot. We kind of want to stick around the base, defend it, and train our people up. But I understand this is kind of, it's good to see the setup, but sitting here watching them go back and forth is hardly the most entertaining. Let's see. There's not much to do about it though, so we may wrap up a little early today, let me get the grind on, and then this afternoon we'll take them out for a good fight. Okay. I'm thinking about wrapping up early.
Why?
Because all I'm doing is training them at the base. It's just me, AFK. There's nothing to stream until I get them trained up.
Well, you've been on for at least an hour.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, if you do it tonight, this afternoon.
Yeah, I might start early, like as soon as you're off work.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I can help you with the doggos right quick.
Yeah, the dogs are driving me absolutely nuts. I mean, God is whining while I'm trying to finish up an enrollment.
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Let the training camp run. Once we get the training camp done for at least one group, we won't have any more time like this where it's straight downtime. This is kind of something you'll see in Kenshi where if you really want your people to be ready when you take them out, you've got to have at least some level of strength or they can't wear that heavy armor. It's just kind of the way I'm doing it this time. Sometimes you can just send them to the wolves and see what happens, but that's not what we're doing this time. So I will wrap up here. I'll let these guys grind it out. If anything crazy happens, like a fight that's actually becoming dangerous and our base somehow gets into trouble, I will pause it there and save it for this afternoon. But we will catch you guys later. We will finish up our training montage on our own, and then probably around 4 o'clock Central, we'll be back at it. We'll go take it to the bandits and try to clean up the streets of the borders.